Billy. Billy, listen. Billy. Young and old, from near and far, people of every shape, ability, and gender, welcome to IDDQDerp. It's Tuesday. And boy, is my butt tired. As Kathleen may have mentioned, I got kind of domed at the tax office today, so I'm like not firing on all cylinders. So I thought that this would be a good opportunity to, yeah, my beard's out of control, to do a thing that I was thinking about doing, and hopefully it'll work out. This is the opposite of a speed run. This is a slow walk. No video? Everybody else says it's fine. I may do, try run for the last, third of the stream, but, I just want to start this way, because I don't know if I could handle the stress of a speed run at the beginning of the stream. Arakuda has subscribed for 17 months. Welcome back. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play this game, and I'm going to move this garbage out of the way. I rave a lot about this game, and I kind of wanted to share with you all some of the stuff that I like the most about it, and just sort of take my time going through it to show you what I mean. So we're going to we're gonna get stuck in here. So Dark Souls is what would happen if you took Dungeons and Dragons and crossed it with Castlevania and then put it in third person. And I like all of those things. Orthos can be a lady today. And it really is like a true RPG. Because a lot of the statistics and classes and abilities and all that shit is really reminiscent of Dungeons and Dragons. You have all the basic classes that are sort of loosely modeled off of the D&D. So it's you've got Warrior, which is the sort of medium armor fighty person. Knight, which is the heavy armor, just tank. They've got super high vitality, so tons of hit points, good armor. They hit pretty hard. Wanderer is this sort of dexterous build, if you want to go for a little bit more finesse. Thief is even more dex build, and they start with Master Key, which is kind of handy. Their starting weapon does a lot of crit damage. And so it's Bandit's sort of kind of like a barbarian. There's no berserk ability. The spider shield you start with is kind of sweet because it blocks poison. Ye Hunter, you get a bow, which is basically the reason for playing Hunter. A lot of speedrunners play this class because it's got a lot of really good statistics and useful equipment. And then Magic Class A, intelligence based, which is the D&D wizard. Cleric, which is the D&D cleric. And then Pyromancer, which is sort of D&D's wizard. Pyromancer, okay, sorcerer and cleric both have a statistic that their abilities scale upon. Sorcerer is based on intelligence, just like D&D. Cleric is based on faith. Pyromancer doesn't scale with anything. Anybody can do it. All you have to do is upgrade your Pyromancy Flame, which is an item you start with, and you can cast stuff. It's a really shitty shield. And then, of course, Deprived is just hard mode, where it's just you get a bat and a plank. A bat and a plank. So that's if you're trying to be OG. But I'm going to go with Warrior, because I really like this class. With Bob Ross, Happy Little Clouds. A little bit. Akimikim 3000 is up for 16 months. Welcome back. Good to see you. So, when you start a new character, you get to pick a gift. And you have only these really vague descriptions to go on, and unless you play through the game a bunch of times, or check a guide, it's not really all that obvious what, why they're good or what they're good for. Basically, the only one that has a major effect on the game is this one, the Master Key. Because it allows you to sequence break and go areas you normally wouldn't be able to on a normal playthrough. Which makes it really useful for like your second, third, whatever time. I tell people who are thinking about playing this game, don't take Master Key first time, because it's already a little bit confusing to get around, and it'll just give you more options to places that you ought not to be. So until you sort of get familiar with the world, I would leave it out. Goddess's Blessing is just like healing items, bombs that you can hit people with. Twin Humanities is like, It's, I'll maybe explain Humanities later. Binoculars, it's pretty useless. There's one right at the beginning that you can get if you know where it is. But otherwise, it's actually kind of helpful to be able to observe. I like this. I like that they include items that don't actually do anything at all, but it's just like, there for flavor. Lots of stuff here just for flavor. This is garbage. It's also a typo. It's not a typo. The description is wrong. It actually gives you a bonus percentage of your health overall. It doesn't actually regenerate. An Old Witch's Ring, which is a slam dunk for flavor. No obvious effect. This ring lets you talk to an NPC who is already secret, who doesn't talk to you normally. So I actually think we're going to take that. Physique, you can do whatever build you want. I'm just going to go with average. You get a lot of, like, you have these defaults. And then you can sort of, like, I think there's a little bit more granularity to it, but I'm just going to go with some basics. And just start like that. So let's fuck it up. So we're gonna watch the opening cutscene because it's
in the age of ancients.
Fun.
The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
God damn it! Fuck off. Chair.
But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity.
Whatever.
Heat and cold. Life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
Oh boy. It's real fucking Nito. Hello, Nito.
Nito, the first of the
A
dead.
man made entirely of skeletons. Jesus Christ. How horrifying.
The witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the lord of sunlight,
Good guy.
and his faithful knights.
Some shiny silver armor. Really shame if something were to happen to it.
And the furtive pygmy, so easily
You're a guy, welcome
forgotten.
back. 13 months. Huh. This guy's not mentioned that often. Well, probably nothing to worry about.
With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty lords peeled apart their stone
I
spears.
guess that spell later.
Witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease.
Attack is a pain in the ass.
And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
Oh, you dirty betraying bastard.
Thus began the age of fire. But soon the flames will
Fortnite was
fade,
really nice back in the day.
and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
Here's the lady with the ember. Just someone representing humanity. Just like, we begin the game after the end of the world. Here in the Northern Undead Asylum.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Which is a horrifying and really interesting idea.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
I think it's already here. This is either like after the end or like really in the sort of twilight days of the world.
This
it's just like
is your fate.
And here we meet you. You start the game alone in a cell. And by the end, you fight God. Huh. Wonder who that is. I don't actually know who it is. He's wearing the Elite Knight set, so I think he might be Oscar, but it's never actually explained. So, this RPG, whereas a lot of titles will tell you the story about like a character with their own personality and that sort of thing, and it's like their story that's being written. Dark Souls is about your story. It's about your, like, you as the player, your struggle through this incredibly hostile world, and you start from like almost less than nothing, and by the end you like I said, you fight God and you win, and the entire game is just sort of like this upwards, like literal and figurative uphill battle through this sort of hero's journey, and that's part of why I like it so much. So the game doesn't tell you everything. There's a few things that I've always found lacking, but this first area of the tutorial is actually not too bad if you really pay attention to it. And I'm going to go through some of the design elements. So first of all, the cell looks great. You've got like bugs, some thatch, nice cobblestones, and like manacles, and like just, it's like everything's full of these little details. Wait, which one of these buckets do I poop in? So the very first thing you have to do is pick up an item, and you see what items look like. They're these white. 16-bit Mason, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. So first thing you get is a key. I wonder why they gave it to us. Well, and then you interact with the gate, and so that's like a very basic, you know, it's something you take for granted, but it's just like it shows you. You can't go any further. So these are important to read. You know, they tell you the like sort of bog standard stuff that you would kind of figure out, or just take for granted anyways, but they are here. So the Northern Undead Asylum. You see these poor bastards just like rotting away. And they're immortal, which is like the really scary part. They're just stuck here forever because they can't die. right bumper attack, and some poor bastard to try it on. God, did he eat this guy? Oh, he's covered in bugs. Repulsive. So then there's this. And you look out here and you're like, what the fuck is that? And I hope I don't have to fight it. Well, guess what? Too bad. And you have lovely details like this. It's like, oh, that guy got fucked. Jesus. So that, clearly bad news. I hope I don't have to fight that guy. I really hope. So, and another guy that you can test your strong attack on, who will not fight back, or will make some sort of, I'm cheating here. So you can just sort of screw around. So everything in this game looks unbelievably old, and you'll find that as a theme. I never noticed that rat before. That rat is the size of a small dog. Fuck. Don't have him fight, spoiler alert, yeah. That is Stray Demon, but a carbon copy fights you. So like, the whole place is just like falling apart. It's like all the surfaces are mossy, the floors are filthy and like covered in, you know, grime and decay, and just like, there's so many little bits. So right stick, target lock release, and a guy you can test target lock on. Yay, I won! I'm the best at this game! And then water. It's like, oh, moving through water makes me walk more slowly. Interesting. Who maintains the torches? Actually, I know exactly who maintains the torches. It's those fucking torch hollows who are the worst. Yeah, like, it's kind of implied that you've been in that cell for a really long time, because you're hollow, or on your way to becoming hollow. Like, you haven't lost your mind yet, but you are in bad shape. You're, like, a few steps away from those fuckers. Like, you still have your wits about you, as a lot of people observe, but you're not far off from just being completely mindless. This is the first Dark Souls. A good one. I'm not going to go into huge detail about, like, what they did with the sequel that makes it so much worse than this, but, well, maybe you'll see. So the next thing you encounter is a ladder. There will be ladders in this game. You can climb them. You will have to climb them. So we have more detail of, like, the bricks of, you know, just falling down, the whole place coming apart. Rested bonfire, recover HP. Oh, cool. And there's a bonfire. Light bonfire. Rested bonfire. So you have no options right now, but it's just like all you know at this point is that like bonfires recover your health. Also, this like great little courtyard. You can see like the edges have just like really started coming apart. This is one of the most double door pushingest games in the world. Read message. Be wary of fall. Okay, so this is... I don't know if that's like an in-game message or if that's somebody else left it. So there's one more message over there. And it reads... Get away! Okay. Wow, I did not do a very good job of getting away. So that guy will kill you if you let him. But luckily, because you've rested at your bonfire, the thing that doesn't tell you immediately is that you respawn back at your, at the last bonfire you rested at. So you don't lose any progress there if you get crushed by this guy. That was a player message? Okay. And here is the next bonfire. This is the only time they're this close together for like the whole game. Get ye your shield. Okay, where's my shield? Oh, there's this guy. He's shooting arrows at me. What's this? A heater shield, you say. There's more messages in here. So it tells you some basics. So we can equip our heater shield, and then we can block with it. So when he shoots an arrow, haha, fuck you. So you'll notice that this is one of the things that is not really explained. There's a couple of subtleties that I like telling people because it's like, it's not immediately apparent. Every time you block with an attack, your stamina goes down a little bit. And the really big one, I'm just going to get myself good and tired here. The green bar is your stamina, by the way. So if I get good and tired, and I hold out my shield, your stamina regenerates more slowly. That was a huge one that I didn't see straight away. So what it means is that you can't just like turtle behind your shield forever, because eventually your guard will be worn down and then you'll be defenseless. This is actually kind of when the game is the nicest to you. Hooray, a non-shitty weapon. Let's hook that up. I really like this corridor because like you see you have this sort of view to the overcast sky, you know, the ceilings have caved in. This is like probably just a part of the asylum that's being abandoned. Like all the cells have collapsed. I think DS6 adds a lot of graphical improvements here, but I like how... Really? Must we do this? There's a theory that Oscar is mortally wounded fighting the asylum demon. Hi, James!
Hi.
On the roof before he drops you your cell key. Oh. Interesting.
What you playing?
Dark Souls. I'm playing Vorthos Souls, so I'm actually wary of left.
You could poke your eye out on that if you were taller. Or jump into it or something.
It's a demon! It's a demon!
Are you capable of playing games that aren't Dark Souls?
Yes? Are you capable of playing games that aren't Minecraft?
No.
Face!
What? I just said no.
Shut up. So, the classic fog doors, and the first thing you see is, oh, who's that? That guy looks familiar. Maybe we should go check on him. How are we gonna check on him?
4-month resub.
Hooray! HP Brain Case, welcome back.
Woo!
I don't think there's anything over here yet.
Hey, I didn't know that Dark Souls 2 had DLC. Does that make it better?
No. if I'm perfectly honest, I was watching a run-through of that game, and I looked at all the areas they passed through, and there was a couple that looked good. That game looks awful.
Alright.
I'm sorry to anybody who really enjoys it, but like I think that game looks just dreadful.
I thought they fixed that with the DLC.
I don't think they did. Like, I think they added more content, but it's just like, it's all these bland square castles that are immaculately clean.
So it's
and not as a design choice. It's just like we made a generic castle.
So it's the new Star Wars as compared to the old
That's
Star
exactly
Wars?
what it is. Holy shit. Anyway, so there's no obvious way to get into this guy. So you're like, huh, all right, well,
Why do you want to get into some guy?
let's head up this stairs.
I did not know it was that kind of game.
Oh no! There's gonna be booby traps in this game. But it knocked a hole in the wall. So now we can get through here. Oh look. Hello, Oscar.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
Ooh.
Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this.
Thank
now
you,
I
Oscar.
must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So, it's not much to go on, but it's something. Use item. Oh, would you look at that? So if I, as a brand new player, got hit by that boulder and then tried using Estus, you can see that it restores your health. Estus, meaning heat, essentially bottled fire. Yeah, I think Estus is probably real spicy. So this is a minor detail. Oh, that was the sound of Oscar passing away. So you can open this shortcut back to this bonfire. It's not necessary though, but you can. So what next? Well, you can head on up this stairwell and fight this asshole and get your weapon hung up and just reveal your back to him and generally be bad at this game. And this door you cannot open until you get the key from Oscar, so you have to either talk to him or fight him. Ah, of course. So it tells you that, like, your right hand weapon you can two-hand, which is more damage. It also, one detail it doesn't tell you is that you can apply 1.5 times your strength towards the statistic qualifier for, like, a weapon that you might not have the strength to wield. Like, a heavy weapon that you're not strong enough to hold in one hand, you might be able to do in two. Is it possible to miss getting the flask? Only by using a bug. But you can't not get it. So left stick. Oh right. So it says left stick and right bumper kick. But if you do that, what it doesn't tell you is tap at the same time. Not even like one at a time. It's like simultaneously kick, jump attack. So there's little details that this game is maybe a little loose on, but like it sort of assumes the player will work it out, but I like smoothing that over for people. I'm just gonna deal with these guys and then I'm gonna show you the view because it's spectacular. Hello. Eat shit. Deal with this fucker. So, plunging attack, which we'll use in a second, but first, look at how fucking remote we are. We are really, really far from civilization. So this theme of like isolating the player and just having these like incredibly exotic, really iconic locations, it like goes throughout the whole thing. Like, we're so fucking far from anything. I'm surprised we haven't frozen to death. We're very high right now, and you can see over here. It's like that was like we're sort of stuck in what appears to be the only functional remains of this structure. The rest of it is just completely ruined. And it's like there was maybe more structure here before, but it's like very long since fallen completely apart. And we sort of see a high point over there, so it's like, oh, that's interesting. We can progress over here. Frozen to undeath. Critical hit. And parry. So, parrying is, like, the explanation is pretty straightforward. Well, like, it's one of those things that you really need to try. And there's a few pieces of really useful advice on how to actually get parrying right. And I'll tell you those right after this fucker skewers me. First of all, it helps to lock on, usually. It helps to be right up in their grill. And then it helps to watch their hand. Not the weapon. It doesn't always work for me. But you watch the hand, because I think that's where the hitbox is. And so you just hit it, you hit left trigger right before they strike you, and you will parry them. And then if you follow up with a... Oh, got a partial there. If you follow up with this R1, when you're right up in their grill, you will riposte them, which is a critical attack. You can also backstab people if you're right behind them in the perfect sweet spot. You'll backstab them. Parrying is really fucking hard to start. It took me forever to learn it, but those are the best suggestions that I've heard. It's really down to just watching what the individual enemies do. Oh yeah, the kaboo noise. That's the best part of parrying is the whoop. And then you're just like, gah! All right, so let's go fuck up a boss. So you go through here, and it gives you the plunging attack. There's a little bit of bonus damage you can use. So this is your first actual boss fight. So that's this guy, and he's probably supposed to trash you. But the secret to this one is you just stand behind him and slash away at his butt. His attacks are pretty slow, but they hit a lot of the map, so it's like, yeah, so you can hit you behind there like that. Part of the technique with rolling to avoid stuff is waiting an unnervingly long amount of time before you pull the trigger on the roll, because I roll way too early all the time. Like, I'll roll and then I'll die. I'm also gonna go Shirtless Pride. Wow, I'm still too heavy. Hatless Pride. There we go. Right, small point of order. The amount of gear you're carrying dictates how fast your roll is. So this is quick roll, the best one, or the fastest one. And then the more shit you wear, the slower it gets. So that's sort of a roll like that. I don't have enough stuff to show you the fat roll. But here we go. Yeah, you can also block all of his, the Asylum Demon's attacks. There's various ways to, like, every boss you can fight in a bunch of ways. And this is the one nice message in the whole game that Dark Souls gives you. Pretty good advice, actually. Like, it's very glib, but it's not even that bad. So now, having defeated that enormous boss, you ascend, which is a bit of a theme. You do a lot of ascending and a lot of descending through this game. There's this graveyard here. There's also like an item hidden here. It really rewards you for checking all the squirrely little holes for trinkets and stuff. Like, the little details, like, this game is from, what, 2011? I think? It's only, like, 4 years old. And it still looks really, really good. It doesn't have the most high-end, like, graphics engine, but it's just, like, the details they've added, like, all these little tiny shrubs and plants, and then, like, the tombstones, and then, like, the stray bricks everywhere because the, like, ruins are just falling apart. It just, like, it makes everything look very old, like really, really crazy old. Because you've been here a long time, and then this shit happens. As chosen undead ascend.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Oh boy, Lordran. So, out of the frying pan and into the fire. So you get a quick overhead view of this place, and then you're dropped at Firelink Shrine. And the first thing you see is this bozo. Level up and kindle at bonfires. Which is a thing you can do, and it's very useful. I found that this was not terribly well explained, so I'm gonna explain it. Just to save you a bit of trouble. It's just like something that you could like bumble through, but it's just like, you can do these things, but it's never quite clear why they're good. So, we have these humanity items. And when you use one, a little number in the upper left-hand corner goes up by 1, and you restore all your health. So what can we do with humanity? Why is it good? Well, first of all, and this is something that is just not explained, is like having a point of humanity increases your... I think it increases your resistances a bit. Definitely your curse resistance, and it also increases your item drop chance by a little bit. But there's a law of diminishing returns that's quite sharp after the first point. So we can rest at a bonfire, and we have new options. Kindle. Cannot kindle while hollowed. Let's reverse hollowing. Offer humanity reverse hollowing. So we do that. Hey, we got our skin back! Well, let's kindle. No humanity. Oh, because we spent it already. Well, let's level up. Actually, let's go. I keep wanting to go, like... Wait a second. Oh, interesting. 13. I'm gonna level endurance and strength equally. Not like it really matters. So what's kindling and why is that good? I don't actually know if this is even gonna work. Okay, so I have 1 point. Let's try kindling this. So this kind of annoys me because it says like you can kindle bonfires. Oh, but you can't kindle the first one. Because this bonfire has already been kindled. So it's like, well, what the fuck? I think this was a little bit of a misstep. I think it was cool that they wanted you to be able to like have 10 Estus off the start, but it's like, it would have been nice to be able to kindle this first bonfire. I will be criticizing this game at various points too, even though I love it so much. Without the secret right. Okay. So, the other bonfires, when you rest at them, you get 5 Estus back. This one, which is being kindled once, you get 10. And with the secret right, you can kindle it to 15 or 20. So, here we are in scenic Firelink Shrine, which I imagine used to be some sort of chapel or church, monastery perhaps. So it's like, what I love about all these areas is like they're places. This is a cool looking place that is also a level. So, you know, we have the remnants of the walls, and there's some benches here, and like some interior designs, and it's just like the tree being here in the middle of what used to be probably like a common area means that this place is being abandoned for a crazy amount of time. And the moss and the state of ruin and all that other stuff. So it's just like, who's this guy?
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first.
Oh,
but
I
there's
thought I was
no
special.
salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right?
I don't know what it is!
But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So yeah, you don't get much to go on, but part of the fun of this game is that you're driven by the force of your own curiosity, like you, the player's curiosity. And it's just sort of like, there might be a thing there. And you're like, well, what thing? It's like, I'm gonna fucking find out. It's like, oh, you can try. It's like, God damn it, I will.
What? You want to hear more?
I do.
Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul.
Come at me, bro.
Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
Yeah, Honoris Gomen, I think you're correct. It's meant to spark defiance in the player.
Bloody hell, what is it now?
He doesn't want to talk to us.
You ask too many questions.
Shut up! No, is he? Okay, so he doesn't give you a lot to go on, but, you know, it's something. So, that's the way you're meant to go. But it's not the only way you can go. If you wander around, there's lots of little nooks and crannies full of value in this area, which is like, I love just like the multi-tiered sort of verticality and just like twisty, interesting level design. Free fire bombs. And almost all the items you'll find on these corpses of undead, and I think a lot of them, you know, tell a story. It's like this guy crawled into this corner, sat down, and died. Probably thousands of years ago. Why does he have these fire bombs? Was he a firebombsman? Were they his firebombs? And of course this poor bugger just slumped over the hole there that you get humanity from. Humanity which you get at the beginning, so you can play around with unhollowing and kindling the bonfire, but again, you're not able to kindle the first bonfire because it is already being kindled. So there's this area. Also, where's the crow? Where did he go? There we go. He just hangs out here and moves like an actual crow. The like theme of gigantic animals, it goes sort of throughout this game. Saint Nex with the resub. Welcome back, Saint Nex. So I think it's sort of implied that this is probably a church. It's like you've got like an altar here, and then this this statue. I wonder who that is. This chest here, which is empty. Oh, what does this do? I think this might be some sort of online thing. It's like items that you lose in some way show up here. I've never had use for it, but that's what it's for. Also, even these jars have like ivy growing on them. Priceless. So I just want to get a vantage point because I want to show you some more of the cool things that you can see from this location. Hopefully I don't fall off. See, like, this is all just, like, an interesting area to move through, but it looks like an actual structure that they probably referenced from somewhere. So we'll get up a little higher. So you can see, I think that's the waterway he was talking about where my sword is. And then up there, that's the Undead Burg. And then over there, that tree has its roots down in Blight Town. You see it later. And then at the very bottom of that tree is the Great Hollow, which is another area you travel to later. So, like, wherever you are in this game, generally speaking, you can see the other parts of the game and the other parts of the map. And anything you see, generally speaking, you go there, which is really cool. Because it gives it a sense of, like, a cohesive, complete area. So you can go this way. And there's not a lot stopping you, at least as far as, like, actual roadblocks. But what keeps you from progressing through this area is a disproportionately large threat to your level. Oop. So, yeah, your weapons don't do much damage to these guys. They hit really hard. So, it's like, you probably ought not to be here. But I think that this is an area that some people get hung up on. Right in the coccyx. Or however you pronounce that. Yeah, so it's like you could spend a long time sparring with these skeletons, but the implication is that you are definitely not welcome there. That having been said, if you're quick, you can grab a couple of goodies from there, which I'm going to do now. Because a lot of the situations you can actually go right through if you have the chutzpah to actually try it. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. And if you know the layout. Like, this area is designed to get you sort of backed into a corner and trapped if you've never been through it before and you don't know where everything is. And then, like, all these huge enemies show up, and that happens. Oh, I almost bought it there. See, we're definitely not welcome here. Ooh! Good heavens. It's like the whole gang's out. So that's... the welcoming party is what blocks you from going through there. But if you're fast enough, you actually can go through there. Though, for your first playthrough, it's not a good idea. Dark Souls tour guide. Oh shit, right. The other thing where if enemies are nearby the bonfire, you can't sit at it. So I think he's retreating. There we go. Actually, no, I should get the binoculars. I think I'm just gonna grab one or two more things and then I'm gonna progress through the area that I want to do. So, if you are thinking of trying this game, don't in any way feel obliged to grab this stuff. It can be handy, but it's really not required. I merely show it to you because the first tutorial that I ever watched pointed out a lot of this stuff, and I thought it was useful. Uh-oh. I was trying to... Whee! Excuse me, fellas. I'll show myself out. I'm gonna grab the binoculars because it'll be good to look at stuff with. Yee! Geometry, please. So there's one more thing I want to grab. Just to have it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I have enough strength for this Zweihander? No. So if you don't have enough strength for a weapon or enough dex, you can still equip it and you can still try to swing it, but you find out very quickly that it's not worth it. So rather than just like straight not allowing you to use it, I much prefer this because it shows you that it's like, you're not ready for this shit. So once we get more strength, we can maybe use that. I am just gonna grab the homeward bones, just to have them. Oh, we should also probably talk to Petrus. So as you explore this area...
Hello there.
There's a few more NPCs.
I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Well, fine, be an asshole.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will.
Uh-huh.
Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
I don't want your blood money.
Oh my, you again.
How about this?
I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Many things will please me.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Sure, I'll join your stupid fan club. Will I talk about the two biggest enemies in the game, gravity and the camera? Yeah, probably.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
So he sells miracles, which are not very good to me because I don't have high faith. He teaches you a gesture. Some characters will teach you a gesture, which is purely flavor stuff.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
Covenants?
Again, the effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Right. Covenants are basically, well, like I said, fan clubs. There's a variety of them throughout the game, and they give you certain sort of like membership perks. A lot of them are related to the multiplayer stuff, but some of them are related to like single player stuff. I don't really know too much about it because I generally don't join them, but that's basically what they are. They're fan clubs. So I'm gonna grab one more thing, and then we're gonna head into Undeadburg in this extremely slow play. Oh, there's also this up here. This poor bastard's so lonely. He died alone. Well, I'll make good use of his soul. So this is the lift he was talking about. Shit's broke. And that looks like death, but you can actually see the floor. Oops. Oh, look at that. Wiggle camera. Free shit! So cracked red eye orb allows you to invade other players. Free Morningstar and Talisman if you wanted to play with being a cleric. Which I don't. This shit, which is really useful. It lets you teleport back to your last bonfire that you rested at. And these, which I had no idea what they did for the longest time. And I'll explain in just a second. Lloyd's Talisman is an item primarily useful for... Holy fuck! For multiplayer. Because if you throw them, it makes a little cloud that prevents people from using Estus. I don't think I may have invaded somebody once. I'm not going to talk very much about the multiplayer aspects of this game, mainly because I don't know anything about them. Because I didn't really care for them myself. Basically, you can invade other people's sessions and engage in PvP and and shit like that. But I'm here for the single player. So, on our merry way up the winding path, a very lush winding path. This game's actually really colorful. If you play it for long enough, you realize that a lot of the areas are just like really, it uses color very subtly and sparingly, but it's like, you know, nice blue sky, very lush, verdant green, you know, hills here. So here's our first encounter. This is a player killer. It's set up in such a way that all the enemies here get fucked. Get fucked. Really? Now I have 2v1.
Is this like how to
That's
Dark
different.
Souls?
Yeah, I'm doing like a Vorthos Souls where I'm talking about the design and like, you know, tips and tricks and stuff like that.
Sweet.
It's super slow play.
That's awesome.
Yep. We're walking. So this
do you have your stream name named accordingly?
Let's Vorthos, yeah. Slow
Sweet.
walk.
Well, no one understands what Vorthos.
It just says Dark Souls slow walk, so
Sure.
So this encounter is like great because there's this asshole up here supporting the guys on the ground. So if you run in and fight them, he just like firebombs you. So these encounters are actually like very, what's the word I'm looking for? You curse their ingenuity because they're actually designed to make life difficult for you. You know, there's no like just jobber guys who are there to just like be killed very easily. There's really no trivial encounters in this game. Goodbye. And even like the crappiest first guys, like this guy, they have a whole bunch of different attacks. Like, there's a jumping attack that he can do. There's like a secret apeshit attack where he'll just like flurry at you. And he'll also defend himself. Sometimes. Big old two-handed swing. Well, got him. So you make your way up here. Making my way downtown, going to Undeadburg. So here we are on the waterway that the Crestfallen Knight explained to us. That's actually really good looking water. Rat! It's a Ratman! Is he just eating that guy? Fuck. Goodbye, Ratman. Oh, what a miserable fate. So, yeah, this corridor, it's like, it looks super damp. I love how this place looks. And then at the end of here, oh, what's this? Does not open from this side. Well, I guess we come through here from the other side. The theme of, like, coming back around and like, opening shortcuts, is very prevalent in this game. Just, like, opening the ways back through. They did it even more in Bloodborne, but in this game there's a lot. So, these are player messages left by other players, who are presently playing this game. You can just, like, write them on the ground. And, it's one of the multiplayer aspects that I really like, is because you can get advice from people. Or lies. There's not really any advice for it. So, I just want to draw your attention to, like, the little details of what this world looks like. It's like, every plank and, like, cobblestone is just, like, covered in moss. And you've got this nice sort of, like, vine trellis climbing all over the place. And there's these little motes of ash or something just going through the sky. And here we are in Undeadburg. Hello. Too early. Way too early. How do you write those messages? Yeah, it doesn't really tell you. The first merchant you talk to, who you can very easily miss, will sell you orange soapstone. That is an item you can use to leave the messages. Barrel crushing, because why not? I don't think I'm going to grab too many of the optional side items. But I am going to stab this guy.
Is there a way to find out what the soapstone does before you buy it?
I think it gives you a vague description on the item. Right? It's just like RTFI. So yeah, like, I will often compare this game favorably to Dark Souls 2 because it's like, this is a storeroom full of storeroom-like props. You know, it's just like, I say this over and over again that, like, one of the things I like the most about this game is that, like, all the levels look like places, and they function like places, and they look like they were designed by a person who was like, we need to design a level. Well, let's look at what actual goddamn buildings look like and model it after that. Try jumping. here. Wonder what it smells like around here. Probably not very good. Tears. Probably for this poor fuck. I'll make good use of your souls. Yeah, everything in this game is made of balsa wood. Like that's not moss, it's like fungus? The little spots. Like the texture work in this game is really, really good. You know, it's just like giving it this, you know, look of a once thriving city just like very long since left to ruin. So you can't actually make this jump, but it's like, maybe I could do that. Ah, the sun. Holy fuck! Goodbye forever, dragon. So there's gonna be dragons in this game. If you watch where he goes, it's like, it's sort of, you know, it sort of implies that he's heading up to the bridge where you meet him later, but it's like he could just as easily be wandering off. So, from here, oh, what am I gonna do? Let me get out my spectacles. So you can see all these fuckers waiting to ruin your day. And I mean, I like to think that they were maybe just some sort of like former militia force. Oh, you can see the merchant from here. No, you can't. Oh, no, you sort of can, but he just looks like some dude. So, once again, into another encounter. Similar to the first one, where you have guys on the ground being supported by a guy up top. That archer, or the crossbowman, can hit so much of this area, it's ridiculous. So he's a continual sort of thorn in your side. And you can approach this any way you want. You can actually run right through. Or you can just like slowly grind it. Head on over here to these guys. So like these guys will actually just block you no matter what you do. And you'll get killed every once in a while from being usually like, I let my guard down there, and his counterattack killed me. And that's like a big difference that this game has. Is that like normally you can just like spam some sort of like attack and just like kill everything. These guys will defend themselves, and they will engage with you as you engage with them. I find it useful to think of every enemy as like a miniature boss with its own set of attack patterns. Strats up here. Excuse me. So if you've run through this area enough times, you can sort of bypass a lot of the guys. Can I not spam R2? Shit, I wonder if they're gonna come up behind me. Well, we'll find out. It'll be exciting. R something. Maybe Reddit needs a subreddit called R1 or R2. So we'll head down here into another storeroom. Possibly someone's former house. Gorgeous view. I see what you did there. So many ambushes in this area. It's ridiculous. Okay. So, sort of hidden away through all that stuff and down here is the first merchant in the game. You should kill this guy. He drops a sweet katana.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
You seem stable.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts.
Really?
A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, There's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
It's really, really worth it to talk to the NPCs.
Here, I'm not here to chit-chat.
Hey!
We talk business or we talk nothing at all.
Fine. Ah, shit, I should have gotten the residence key. Wait, I have some souls that I can crack.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Crazy old, somewhat undead person. What? So these items, the souls that you pick up from enemies are your XP and money at the same time. And these items are sort of storage units for that resource.
Oh, you again.
Wait,
I hope you brought...
Hang on a sec, sorry, I need a bit more. So they, when you die, you drop all of your souls, but you keep all your items. So this is a way of like safeguarding that loss. Unfortunately, you can't trade souls for items. Unfortunately.
Here, I'm not. Here, I'm not. We talk.
Well, you use them to get XP.
You very much.
Yeah. So you expend souls, the lower right statistic, at bonfires to level up, or as I just did, you can buy shit with it. There's various other services that you can do with it throughout the game, but yeah, it's money and XP at the same time. I don't really want to deal with these assholes with that fucking archer. Let me clear these guys out. Did they patch out the poop economy? I think they did. Hey, free shield. I don't think it's as good as the one I have, though. And you can spaghetti fuck. Here we are at the first bonfire. Always remember to sit at them, because if you light it and don't sit, it won't reset your spawn point. So, where are we now? Floor's collapsed. That looks somewhat like a ladder. I wonder if we're able to drop it down later. That would be super useful. And also these fuckers have all respawned. Wait, quiet. Missed the backstab. So what else can we see from here? Gorgeous view, by the way. There's so many gorgeous views of just like the surrounding area. It's like other parts of the castle that we go to. Like this bridge directly over our heads we pass over at some point. If you look down, you can see Lower Undeadburg that you go to later. And it's a pain in the ass. But for now, these fuckers just hanging out, spamming bombs. Oh, wrong attack. That's a twofer. Listen here, you. I've had enough of your bullshit. So this one doesn't open from the other side. Any door like this is generally speaking going to be a shortcut later. Yeah, you can see the entire sort of like castle structure that you get to later as you pass over that bridge. And there's like lots of places. So it's like this, you know, the different props here. Like this is some, you know, a study or maybe just like somebody's living room that I just fucked up. Yep. Oh look, free shit. So like, there's so many little props and shit here. It's just like, that shelf, dead. You know, so like this looks like somebody lives here. Somebody did live here and left it as it is. Probably for thousands of years. Or perhaps, you know, the guys that I've been fighting, this is their place. I mean, not anymore, because I fucked it up. It's just like little blood stains and stuff. Sort of like, oh, did somebody die here? Probably. Yeah, that it's actually Valkyrie Lemons points out. It's like, yeah, maybe that was a tavern. So these three guys. Listen here, you. Fucking guys. I'm gonna launch you. Wachoo! So if you're getting your ass kicked by these guys, you can wreak your terrible revenge upon them. Right in the face. There's generally speaking loot in every single nook and cranny. Oh, this is like a slightly better view of the bridge. But we'll get up close and personal with that later. So it's like, you know, there's these scaffolds that have been erected. There's just like the really, you know, careful inclusion of vegetation in various places. Like there's so much like ivy growing all over the place. And it's like, it's very dense here. You know, it's like, was this maybe a garden at some point? You know, there's just so much thought that goes into what the place looks like. It's not just like a fucking generic ass castle. Like there's so much work that went into it, and just like the props in the area, you know, that's like these timbers that are just lying here are probably materials that were used to build these scaffolds over here, because that stuff would be there if you were building that. You know, it's all these little details that like really do it for me. And like this cobblestone is, you know, just like little bits of detail added to just like break up the pattern of it. Because like this is, you know, probably a tiling texture, but you know, you add areas where there's like little bits of vegetation, bits where it's a little more broken, actual like modeled cobblestones that are kind of fucked up, like a pile of bricks here, and it just like makes it look more alive, more like a place that you would visit. And there's this turret here with this fucker at the top. So you're generally speaking meant to go this way. Look at those mountains. Oh, I wonder what that is up there. Huh. I don't suppose we go there, do we? No, that would be crazy. That's in Orlando. So these fuckers. I think I'm... Whoops. That was the wrong ass item. That feel when you throw your... throw your throwing knife and when you mean to heal. Hello. Always going for the backside. RCDR, Razor Dragon. Razor Dragon? Is that what it's meant to say? Resub for 7 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. See, I think that this level of polish is what differentiates like a generic fantasy setting from like a classic one. Like this is just, this game plays out like a really exquisitely written D&D module for one player. You know what I mean? Like it just has that feel of just like, and then you enter, you know, the musty, dank, you know, living or just like, you know, common room. And like, well, what's in the room? I search the room. It's like you find some, you know, tattered things and stuff that's like long rotted. And then there's the thing outside and a chest, and you find inside the chest some, like, pungent-smelling gold pine resin. And you're like, oh, what does that do? And it's like, you'll have to figure it out. More of these timbers here. We're actually like, it's 4:20, so we should probably take our first break, and then we'll come back to this in a minute. We'll probably go fight the Taurus demon. Yeah, this is definitely dark fantasy, but it really, really feels like playing a really good D&D module. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a second. Please enjoy these commercials. So let's continue our leisurely tour of Lordran. See, like, even up there, you can see, like... This is what I fucking love about this sort of stuff. It's like, whoever designed this and modeled it looked at actual castles and was like, what does the ivy growing on castles look like? Let's try and emulate that as closely as possible. So it looks like an actual goddamn castle. And then, like, we'll sort of, like, do the textures and, you know, etc. appropriately. So the whole place just, like, you know, you get the sense that, like, people used to live here. This used to be, like, a great place. This was probably a great place to live. And then it went to shit. And this is just, like, what's left. You're wandering around with all these mindless... Poor bastards. Do I want to fuck with the Black Knight? I don't know if I want to fuck with the Black Knight. It's not even worth it. I'm not going to fuck with the Black Knight. I would like to show you more of the game. But there's a Black Knight there. You may fuck with at your leisure. Hello? Uh-oh. Hey, remember that booby trap that we tripped earlier? What a bastard. That white phantom running past me is an image of another player passing through this area. If you play online, it will show you these little things. So when you come in here, the only way you can go is up. But if you have the master key, you can open this door, which is one of the reasons why I say don't take the master key, because like that opens up like a shitload of area. And I mean, I think the reason Havel the Rock is at the bottom there, he's like a mini boss, and he's hard as nails. He's sort of like a soft barrier to where you could go through there. But like I said, unless you're just like... Unless you're the enormously curious type, I would recommend against taking it the first time. Hello.
Hello.
We're going... Try a plunging attack. Well, that's actually useful information.
So...
Hi. Are we getting good?
I'm just... I have a question, and I can't figure out how to word it without sounding like a massive doucher, so I'm just going to say it.
Go for it.
Is the point of this stream, look how awesome Dark Souls is?
Kinda.
Or is it, look how much more awesome it is than Dark Souls 2?
Why not both?
I don't know, I just feel you're ragging on Dark Souls 2 a lot.
It's so bad. I'm trying
It's
to...
not.
I'm trying to not...
that bad.
I'm
You
trying
just
to not...
don't like it.
That's fair. I'm trying to not mention it as much. Hey, lizard, come back! You fucker. I'll kill you. Get back. Hey.
You get your Titan Knight.
Hey!
Ooh. Aww.
Wow!
That was amazing.
He went a long way. Why not Dark Zoidberg? Well, moving right along. Moving at a brisk pace up to the Taurus demon.
Oh yeah, this asshole.
What a lovely view. So many lovely views. It's like if you walk out here. Wait. What's that noise? What's you fuckers? Well, I should probably deal with them. Luckily, there's this ladder here. Backstaboo! Backstaboo.
So much for the backstab.
It's weird, like the sweet spot is harder to get into than you would imagine. And
I'm just gonna pile the bodies over here.
yeah, no, I love the ragdolls in this game so much. It's something that I keep saying that I ought to hate it, but I fucking love it.
I love the ragdolls.
They're so fun.
I'm so glad they're back. In
Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm trying to like hook the leg because then you can like toss them with your run. I'm probably not gonna be able to do
I
it.
saw a video of a guy in Bloodborne who got all the big ragdolls from Central Yarnum, like the
All
big,
in one
like,
place?
the big dudes with the bricks and the
Oh,
werewolves.
no.
And took them down to the sewers and dumped them into that bottomless pit, just to clean up.
That's really hilarious. The bottomless
The
pit.
tourist demon.
It is the tourist demon. Huh, I wonder why this parapet is so fucked.
I blame society.
I do blame society. Hello. So this guy, you can fight him on the ground. But it also gives you the option that you had in the asylum to plunging attack if you can get up the ladder. Oh shit. Oh no 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 no! Oh wow! That was classic.
Flawless.
10 out of 10.
Flawless.
10 out of 10 would jump to death again. That was so beautiful. And I lost the gold pine resin too. Fucking flawless. Alright, well let's try to be a little less embarrassing. Oh, well, shall I fall off this glyph? Y/N? That's a lot of flunges. Ow. Now listen here, you. Hey! Can we talk about this, fellas? Can I have some peach soda? Wait! And you... Oh boy, a free light crossbow. God damn it. There we go. I'm just gonna use this to make this fight a little bit easier. Run away! So the gold pine resin applies lightning power to your weapon for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. I'm not sure. Let's try to not fuck this up this time. Okay, that's not so bad. Whoa, right into his attack. That's good. Okay. I don't ever fight this guy on runs, so turns out I'm really bad at him. Round 2. But what spell is this? DS1 better world building, boss design, more refined combat. Really bad locations. Yeah, I think I agree with that sentiment, Artizic. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for another time to really, like, just put it to really just codify my feelings on the sequel. Almost got there. First time watching the streamer. Am I new or have I not played this game in a while? No, I'm just really shitty at Taurus Demon. I should have gotten the Gravelord sword just to make like these areas more easy. Ow. Now listen, there's no reason we can't be civilized. Or swordalized. Did you highlight me jumping off? I really hope so. I might just cheese this guy. Alright, this is our last gold pine resin. Which we're probably gonna fuck this up on. I don't know why I'm so bad at dodging Taurus Demon's attacks. I'm like rapidly becoming an expert at dodging Titanite Demon, but this guy, I don't know what it is. I did not get any bonus damage. Hi. Oh, can't see shit. See, I don't know where any of his attacks go to. Did he? Who the fuck did he just hit? Somebody just took a million damage there. So that's the first official sort of real boss. And it's also the last time that you're sort of given, well, not the last time. There's a few bosses that they give you an advantage somewhere in the level. But most of the bosses after that don't have that advantage. So it's like, okay, this is the last time we're gonna give you a little leg up here. Hello, secret item. The camera and gravity are kind of your worst enemies in this game. Seriously, the camera is sometimes pure garbage. So that you can't go to yet. And let's go talk to the greatest man in the world.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son.
A son?
You find that strange? Well, you should.
Should I praise it?
No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you.
Nope.
I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
I say
The way
yes to
I
your
see it,
proposition.
our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Totes.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact.
Weird.
But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation.
Jolly cooperation.
Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Well, you may yet achieve that goal, Soler. So that's the explanation for how multiplayer works, which I don't think is very good. It sort of hints at how it works. It doesn't explain that you have to be human to see summon signs. It doesn't really explicitly say that it's like, oh yeah, by the way, other people can just drop in on your session. That's its own whole thing. There's a few things that this game does reasonably well in explaining, and a few things that it's just like, please give me a little more. But that's what I'm here for. So this next part, this bridge is really scorched. I wonder why that is. Mother of God. Wow, I didn't think he was going to show up so early. Huh. Some sort of dragonman. Or, well, a wyvern. All these charred corpses that you see. Probably too late before you get barbecued. So he's just going to hang out there. I may not bother with him, but if you go down here. Free ladder! I've seen the Goat Simulator DLC. Oh yeah, probably. Goat Z. So yeah, that's the same dragon we saw earlier. And he shows up here, and is like a giant roadblock. He's mainly blocking off a sort of a shortcut, and if you know exactly what you're doing, you can get past him. But I think, for the most part, you don't want to bother with that shit. He's just gonna barbecue you. So, the preferred route, for the first time through here, is through here, where you can see the way you came from. Down there, that's where the merchant was, where those guys we fought were. That's the little jump-off point. You see what I mean? Like, I think you can barely see Firelink Shrine past there. Maybe the tree. So, like, not only do you see where you're going to, you can look back on where you were the whole way through. And right here, we can see where we're headed. So we can go under the bridge. Secret mode. And find this asshole. And stick a sword in his spine. I'm not gonna get the Drake sword because I don't have enough arrows to do it. I don't need it anyways. But, for those of you curious, this guy has a sweet sword. And if you have the time and patience, you can actually just arrow his tail 10 million times. And you'll get it. And it's a really good, really powerful weapon for early on. I should be wary of poison. Hello, rat bros. Goodbye, rat bros. I shan't miss you. I feel like I should open this shortcut. That's probably wise, just for the sake of being thorough. Hello. Oh dear. No, we're dead. We're dead. Death by rats. Well, we're going right back to the bonfire that we need. So do rats have souls? Oh yeah, everything does. Don't wyverns have 2 wings, 4 limbs? Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, the question, do wyverns have XYZ? It's like, does this made-up creature that doesn't exist anywhere have these traits or these traits? It's like, well, who the fuck's writing it? Wyverns have whatever the hell you want. You know, the original, ideas of what a dragon looked like, somebody had to make up at one point. Missed. Come on. Got him. Fuck. Please, move. Yee! No, we fucked up. I was too slow. Much too slow. That dude got all up in my grill. Yeah, see, generally speaking, this guy isn't just something you pretend isn't there. Wyverns are actually slimes. A slime wyvern. There are rules in mythology. Yeah, but somebody made that up in the first place. You can make it up again. Like, it isn't like this sacrosanct kind of idea just because it's old. Right? Like does that make sense? Hut. Oh, no. Fucked up. Did that hit him? You know what? I'm just gonna deal with this asshole first. Fuck off! Just on your bike. Fuck off. Oh, there we go. He got bored. Eventually the wyvern will get bored. Hey! Excuse me. Excuse me. Really? Didn't pay attention. Categories and definitions are immutable. Yeah, pretty much. Vampires are sparkly now? Yeah, I mean, it works both ways. You know, it could come up with a version that you don't like as much or a version that you really like, so do what you want. Vampires don't sparkle. Well, they do in Twilight, which is a shitty book, but it's just like... the defense vampires don't sparkle is pretty stupid, if I'm honest. Punk Rock Zoologist has subscribed. Can I do the thing? Punk Rock... No, god damn it, it never works when I want it to. They always turn it off for me. Well, anyways, Punk Rock Zoologist, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. So let's try to not suck. Bob and weave. And then we can just use this bonfire. Yeah, vampire sparkling is like a goofy idea. So there's a lot of, you know, in various locations you'll just find these hollows, and they're not aggroed. I really love enemies that are added like this, that are just there for aesthetics. Like, they're just quietly going nuts. This guy's probably been here for 100 years, just, like, beside himself. Poor fucker. Freedom! And then, like, this guy. There's some tiny text on that wall, and he's just trying to read it. For reference... this thing here, if your faith is high enough, you can join the Sunlight Club. Oh, so there's that statue again. I don't actually remember who this is in the lore. Is that Gwen? Is that a sword? Did you give a baby a sword? That's not that. Yeah, that's not cool. Why would you do that? I am disappointed. He's not reading, he's chewing some moth. So this shortcut gets you through, not only marks a bonfire for you, but it also gets you through here, which is where we came up from the rats. So there's like usually 2, sometimes 3 different routes you can take for most of the things in this game. So let's go die to the Black Knight for shits and giggles. Too early. There we go. Hi. Too early. Too early, got a partial. Oh shit, right, this asshole. Get out of my way, please. It is very important that you get out of my way. Nope. More admiration than a normal run. Yeah. This is just like, I'm going through the route of, like, probably ought to take. So that's a mistake I made there, because if you don't take this guy out, he will follow you. Enemies' aggro range in this game is colossal, and they're very persistent. Missed. Don't you fucking dare. That's what I thought. I'm going to attempt to kill this Black Knight. We'll see how it goes. Too early. Oh no! We got it! But you see what I mean about watching the hand. How much time did it take for me to learn how to parry this guy? A while. Too early. Still learning, as it turns out. Oh, this is awkward. Yep. The uneven footing. I'm halfway to being good with these guys. All right. Well, let's try. Let's give it one more try, and then we'll continue onward. You, sir. Really? Achoo! Gotten 50% good. Yeah, turns out good is not a binary state. Shields up, Captain. Okay, so that one is... Hello. Oh, too late. Oop. Dodging all over the place. Ooh, I don't like... Oh, this is bad. Yep. You know what? We're gonna bait him out into the courtyard so we can actually fight him properly. Because this confined stairwell, his moves are just impossible to read. Oh, too late. And he got me with the fourth attack. Oh well. Yeah, like, reading your enemies is very unnerving, especially with the powerful ones like this. Because, like, learning parrying on, excuse me, on a lower level guy like this isn't so bad, because if he hits you, then it's like, whatever. But with a big guy, it's like, oh, if I fuck this up each time, then I'm dead. Flawless Carib. Is the uppercut attack parry? All of the Black Knight's attacks are parryable, I think. I don't know if he does the shield bash. That I don't think you can parry. In fact, I'm told that... Whoops. That you can parry any attack in the game. Whoops. Fuck. I fucked this up. You can parry almost any attack in the game, including projectiles. But sometimes it's just avoid stagger and take a little less damage, as opposed to an actual, like, stun. Hello, sir. Would you like to engage in some manner of manly fisticuffs? Is he just, like, not gonna come visit me? Excuse me. Did he just, like, go back up to his roost? Oh, this is way too awkward a place to be fighting a Black Knight. Come downstairs, please. Come way downstairs, please. So we can chat. Like civilized humans. Ah, too late. I'm at least recognizing when I fuck these parries up. Oh! This is the reason you never heal during combat because you're locked into that animation, and you will almost always just get crushed. It's a temptation that, as you can see, I frequently succumb to, and it's always a bad idea. Don't ever drink Estus in the middle of a fight. You will regret it. Get to safety, then worry about it. Okay, last time, I promise. I'm just on the same mindset that I used to fight the, Oh, I rolled too late. Yeah, JK flatten. See? Oh fuck, too early. That's just right. Don't drink. Don't drink and fight. There we go. Can I get it this time? I'm probably gonna die here. Oh. Ah. Oh well. We tried. 50% of the way there. Anyway, moving right along. We'll continue our tour of scenic Lordran. With my terrible, terrible rolls that just keep getting worse. Hello. Once you go on a death streak, you just start getting sloppier and sloppier. Until it becomes absolutely embarrassing. Do I have any of the parry shields that have a larger parry window? No, but it doesn't matter because I need to learn how to parry it properly anyway. Whoop. Hey! They came from behind! Stop living in a parallel universe that is 5 seconds ahead of mine? If I don't rage quit Dark Souls at some point, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. At present, really? Stab. I used to be way better at this game. Yeah, my skill comes and goes. Like, when I'm speedrunning, you'd think that I was amazing at this game. And then when I just, like, start getting sloppy halfway through a run, it's just, like, really, really, really embarrassing just how bad I get. Like, this is just the ugliest kind of fight imaginable. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh shit, pig, please! Senpai noticed me! Fuck. Yee! I don't think he can come in here. I don't think. But this asshole can. I picked warrior, because I like warrior. Oh dear god. This is so embarrassing. Just die. This is not a specific build, this is a tourist build, is what it is. Because we're going through here. So, another encounter that's just like a shitload of guys at the same time, and like you have, this is sort of the logical progression of the earlier ones. It's like you have 2 archers supporting you, and a tank, and a bunch of foot soldiers. So this whole thing is a clusterfuck. Please, pig, go in the fire. I wish not to fight of you. With you? Hello. Shit, I fucked up. I fucked up bad. I keep forgetting how squishy I am this early. I'm so used to like running around with like a million health. Just allowing all the archer hits in. It's a good enough build. Yeah, that's about right. God Nope, nope. Just letting them get in there. Oops. Your first big, you managed to get the butt stab? They have a butt stab? See, if I was smart, I would go get the Gravelord sword just for this run so that I can just, like, get through stuff. Wow, I dodged so late on that charge. You know when your thumb just turns into, like, tar? And you're just like, oh, I must dodge. So this area is cool. Because you see... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm trying to do a thing here, fellas. Could you not? Is it really necessary for you to be that fucker right now? Oh, God. I did not think doing commentary was going to be quite as difficult, but of course it is. Do I have... I wonder. At least you don't lose health when you die. Yeah, like, losing your maximum health is kind of a drag. Yeah, it might be noob stick time. 24. I think I need a few more souls here. We're going to attempt to qualify for something that will hopefully help us out in clearing through some of these guys. Circus stab? Oh my god. I can't believe that was a thing that happened. There we go. Alright. Alright, now Billy. Billy. Goodbye. See, Billy. Billy. My roll is much slower here, but... See, Billy, you get this right-hander, and you just crush. You flatten fellas. And they can't even block you, because they ain't got no poise, you see? Poise is sort of like your bank balance. You never have as much as you wanna. This is so stupid. Achoo! But you know, whatever works. Really? Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, the swing for this takes up all of my stamina. Huh, an alluring skull. I wonder what that item does. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Yes. Hey, that's rude? Whoa. Oh, we fucked up. Please do not lock on. I am trying to run away. No, wrong item. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it just keeps getting worse. Panic is your worst enemy in this game. I can't roll fast. I can't believe I survived that. Yeah, getting flustered and panicking, and then like losing control of where all your items are is real bad. Okay. We're still alive. And you, the fucker who started this bullshit, go to sleep. Oh. Ah, there we go. Can we bait the pig? Pig! Hooray! We very awkwardly managed to kill the pig. Now we have a cool hat. That's a really big hat. I wonder how much stuff I have to take off to be able to still, like, quick roll. There we go. So, if you rush through this area really fast, this gate is still open, and this asshole here tries to shut it on you, but you can actually, like, get all the way through. But if you don't, which is going to be generally most of the time, you gotta come through here. So, as I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted, I really like this area because if you look closely, ground's covered in very conspicuous bloodstains, and it leads off this way. And when you come down here, there's a guy who runs away. Could it be that there's an ambush ahead? Perhaps with... Oh, did they all move on? I think they just came out. Well, there was an ambush here, but I killed them all already, unfortunately. Sometimes the telegraphing on stuff is very subtle, but it is there. Okay, I'm going to go back to this long sword. Not being a complete chub. How much weight do I have? Can I get enough? See, this looks like a mess. Like, not... I mean, like, a place to eat food. With the benches and everything. Just let that guy hit me. Well, at least I can one-stab these guys. Mystery key. I don't actually remember what this opens. I think it's... Is it the one that opens the way to Lautrec? Did I take the tiny beings ring? No, I took the whatchamacallit? I took the old witch's ring. So there's a lot of like goofy platforming that will occasionally yield some goodies, and occasionally be the correct way to go, which is not amazing. I don't like the platforming in this game. I don't think anybody does. Scrippin' Sip? Oh, so pretty. So what can we see from here? So you can survey the wreckage that you just got through. And there's lots of little side passages, like this one. You practice your backstabbing. Oh, he's still alive. That's better. Can you get shield? Okay, what can we see from here? So you get the forest. You can still see an Orlando from here, even though you don't know what it is. Hey, look, an ambush up ahead! You fucker. I don't think that shield is very good, if I remember correctly. So, like, I love the little bits of debris just scattered around. It's like use of just a couple of, like a handful of decals on your flooring and stuff can just like make it look so much better and just really break up the monotony of a pattern texture. It's like there's a few parts in this game that I can see the tiling really bad, but most of it actually looks fine. Also nice shadows. And this ivy again. Could you not? It's worse than Warrior Knight's starting shields. Yeah, this one, the heater shield is actually really, really good. It's super light. It's 100% physical block. It's great. It's super good. There's a guy behind me. And I'm just wailing away. Dying. I'm gonna open the gate here. Excuse me. Oh, I already killed that asshole. What's this? Basement key. Very important basement key. Wait. Oh, that was unfortunate. So now the way through is open, and from that bonfire you can progress in here to the chapel. Go into the chapel and we're... Oh. Why, hello. So nice of you to drop in. Oh, I only got a partial. Whoa! I am super bad at parrying this guy, apparently. Because his attacks are really fast. There we go. Didn't get the critical. Don't you fucking dare. Fine, jeez. Whoa, he's got 2 daggers right in his chest blade. What kind of run am I doing? I'm doing a tourism run, which is why we're not hurrying at all. Nice little plants just like growing out of everywhere. I hear this is a pretty good weapon for early on. But, I've never used it before myself. The halberd, I think it has like tons of range. The blender, of course. It staggers you if you miss, but if you hit, you recover quickly. So, more options. There's so many different weapons in this game, and they're all good. I mean, not all of them, but almost all of them are worth using, and you can upgrade almost all of them. I'm gonna go light the bonfire over here. I'm not gonna screw around. Although I am briefly gonna stop here. Little pit you can fall off of. And here's the side of the chapel. You can go in the front or in the side. It doesn't really make much of a difference. I'm just gonna briefly stop by here. This nice little... It's not an aqueduct. What do you call a place where people can walk? Colonnade, maybe? And that banging sound is good news. It's down in the basement of what I imagine is a church. Oh, I should probably see if I can... Causeway, thank you, that's the word I'm looking for. Never go wrong with endurance and strength. Do I speedrun? I do. Well, I'm trying. I'm practicing currently. I might, after I get to the gargoyles, try doing one of my speedruns. We'll see how that goes. So from here, you can see this place. Which is interesting. I wonder what it is. These 3 gates are shut. Also, like, lovely little forest on either side. Huh. Gates are shut. Oh. Who are you, I wonder? Let's talk to Onion Bro.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall.
So you have.
Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
I'm sitting here. That is funny, Sigmire. Have you been here for hundreds of years? You've been sitting here for hundreds of years, haven't you?
Still closed. Still closed.
What a peculiar NPC. So, like, some of the NPCs in this game are, like, not there to be, like, vending machines or exposition dumps. They're just people in this world, struggling same as you. And you get a little tiny glimpse through a keyhole into their lives. Which is how this game sort of weaves its narrative, so to speak. That's what I like a lot about it. Oh, look, here's a pulpit. That just happened. I think I mentioned this on the last stream. You see, I got an extra swig of Estus. Here, I'll move out of the way. If someone in another session of this game kindles a bonfire near you, you get a freebie! Isn't that cool? Also, just like the way that this is being modeled with the ceiling collapsed and then the materials like down below here. You know, it's just like, because when you have a broken structure, like where did all that shit go? Down here. It's just like there's a lot of care and thought that went into designing what this place looks like. Don't breathe the Estus. Who coined Sen's Funhouse? I don't know. Welcome to the house of fun. Da, 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 da. Welcome to the lion's den. And that, the bell sound, whenever somebody rings the bell in another session, you hear the bell ring in yours. And the volume will be different depending on where you are in the game. Like, you can hear it from Firelink. I think you might be able to hear it from the Undead Bird. If you're in Blighttown, I think you might be able to hear the second bell. But I've heard this bell a bunch of times. Yeah, someone near us is, Oh! So, you can see this entire structure here. So, there's Sen's Fortress over there, which is not relevant till later. And then in here... what a great looking chapel. Oh, fuck. That took up all my stamina to block. I think I can parry some of this guy's attacks. So I don't know if I want to try. I'm not in front of him. Hello. Too late. Too late. Ooh. You can't get the riposte on this guy, but you can parry him. At least I don't think you can get the riposte. Can you backstab him? I don't remember. Just gonna chisel away at him for a little while. Oh shit, that tracking though. Yeah. Oh, that skimmed my shins. Whoops. This is so weird fighting with like a conventional weapon that like doesn't have a lot of power. I can do a whole 67 to this guy. Well, eventually we can chisel him down. Don't you fucking dare. There we go. And, I wonder what this will be useful for. You know, I want to tell people about this place, but if, you know, are we going to be cool? Are you going to let me do my thing? And tell them how great that this, like, looks like an actual chapel? You know? With pews. I wonder who lit all those statues there. And what's this at the front? Oh. How sad. I wonder who killed that person. I wonder what yellow armored snickering asshole did that. I fixed the lift! Oh, Admiral Nemo's hosting us, thanks. So, you get this wonderful sort of, like, vista of Firelink Shrine as you descend on the lift. And you're back here. So now this connects the complete circle of the areas that you were in. And you're back here. So I feel like I should go fight the gargoyles, then I might start a speed run just to practice, and then like I'll be really terrible at that and it'll be embarrassing as fuck. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are having, like I'm just sort of seeing this out the corner of my eye. It sounds like something that should probably be moved to the forums. Seems like its own discussion. Twitch is worse than Twitter for actually having a discussion. There you go. So let's see if we can fight the gargoyles. So this boss fight is, Yahtzee described it as sort of the point of no return in this game. It's like if you beat these guys, you're into it. Like you're into this game. And it's like there's a lot of sort of like landmark, or not landmarks, more like milestones throughout the game. Because this one is pretty brutal. They're all brutal, but this one is just... It also sort of builds on the theme of ascending through the various areas. Can you just not hit me? Uh-oh, that was... Don't you dare parry me. That's it. Was that a counterattack? I use Twitter, and I really like it, but I'm familiar with what it can and can't do. It's a paring knife. And people use it to carve turkeys all the time. Oh, did I fuck up? I fucked up. Ooey! When he has his sword up, he's gonna parry you. Fuck. Shit. Oh no! Whew. I really thought I was gonna die there. Parry this. Or not. Jesus. These enemies that I ordinarily skip. Pretty real. Oh, good God. This is so embarrassing to just watch. Nope. Just gonna die to the Boulder Knight. Don't you dare. Oh, just die! Just die! Parry this. So first you go through the Boulder Knight. Then it gets bad. Like this sort of sets up the idea of like going through an awful lot of stuff before you actually get to fight the boss, which can be very frustrating until you are able to either like consistently kill everything or figure out what you can run past. God damn. Oh, secret apeshit attack. The clutch apeshit attack. Despite this. Yeah, Megalaron, it's like no problem if the game isn't for you, because it's like, yeah, this game definitely has the capability of being really, really frustrating, and if that's like something that happens to you, then I don't know that you're gonna have a very good time with it. But if like, if the challenge is something that just sort of like makes you redouble your resolve, then it's a very rewarding game to play. So yeah, no, I love this game. It's so good, very well designed. not for everyone. Period. No, for fuck's sake. And I'm an idiot. We're dead. J Wiley 129 with the resub for 9 months. Sweet. Welcome back. Have fun fighting the dancing douche nozzle. It's true. I'm just reading some of this stuff. Maybe you should try Stuntman. What's Stuntman? I don't know why I keep doing that. Oh, you know what it is? I'm used to sending the elevator down. That's stupid. For fuck's sake. And of course, the time I try to go the fast way through this guy, it does not end well for me. We're gonna die on our way to this boss. Excuse me, fellas. Yeah, the Diet Coke Boy, I think that's exactly what captured me. It has, like, the atmosphere and aesthetic that makes me want to see more. Like, if it wasn't this, like, cool looking and interesting and just, like, flavorful. I think, that's Sen's Fortress over there, I think you can see. Again, I think that might be the Duke's Archives all the way up there. So here's the Belfry. I don't know if I'm going to do very well at this boss fight, which is unfortunate. But we'll try. Hello. Nargoyles. Fear of Gogs. Dodged way too late. Yeah, this is not gonna be super good. Ugh. I'm used to having a way more powerful weapon at this point. Oh, I'm just gonna get trashed. I'm gonna miss all my dodges. And he's gonna... Yep. Wow, this is way harder when you don't have the Gravelord sword. I do have the... Oh, I should probably try this Zweihander, see if it stuns harder. Like, it might give us a little bit more. We also have no more gold pine resin, which makes this fight a little bit better. Whoop! Yeah, this is a game that definitely emphasizes player skill, and some people just, like, don't have the time or patience to develop the skill for, you know, an experience like this, which is like, if the experience isn't worth it to you, then it's not worth learning. You know, it's like, if you're really, really into this game, like I am, then I've found the patience to, like, to get and to become skilled at it, at least marginally. But it's just like, if you're not into this, then there's, like, nothing here for you. So don't bother, you know? Cha-cha. Excuse me, friend. I was on my way to a boss fight. Yeah, there's just not enough in it for you to go to trouble. Yeah, like if you're not into the dark fantasy that really, that's supremely frustrating. Oh, I'm breaking my rules about healing during combat. Fuck. And then the second one shows up. You dodge directly into his attack. And then this one barbecues you. I cannot do this fight without Gravelord Sword. So the options you have for this is like you can use largely any kind of weapon you want. As a couple of people said, that you can summon Solaire to help with this fight, which we probably actually just should do. In fact, let's do exactly that. Pray we don't get invaded. Just make this fight less of a misery, and then we can go on to the next section. Scrub Lord Alex. Yeah, it's true. We can summon Lautrec as well. Just let them deal with this guy. Please don't invade me. That would be very kind. Why am I not using a better sword? Is it by choice? Well, this is the most power we have on tap right now. So why not? Using the old noob stick. Oh shit, we're fucked. Yeah, we're fucked. Yep. Yeah, if you get blocked in like that, it's over. So that's one humanity down. God, I wonder if I should just like see if I can get to that fight in 30 minutes. Fuck it. We'll do this the other way. Gotta go fast. I'm probably gonna fuck this up so bad too. I hate this inventory so much. My micro skills are so bad. I can't even tell you. You don't even know. I don't name the Cold Steel characters. They're just Cold Steel or not Cold Steel. So now we do it the fast way. Which I imagine I'm probably gonna fuck up, and I'll look really foolish. Heater shield, go away. I should probably change my title, but we're into this already. I was like, fuck it, we're gonna do it the hard way. Why did I equip the fucking straight sword hilt? I'm supposed to have dropped that by now. So we'll see if we can get there in 30 minutes. Hopefully it'll go a little better. And just whiff this haymaker. Oh, baby. Oh, this is so bad. Was that Adam? Okay, good. I haven't been getting that plunging attack recently, and it's... Let my stamina regenerate. There we go. It could be Adam. I'm supposed to do this way faster, but here we go. Nice and slow. Yeah, just carve off a bit of that butt ham. I don't know the fast way to do this part yet, but... No, I'm not going to start the timer, because, like, this is probably going to be pretty embarrassing if I'm straight up and down. Deep within the butt cave. Whoops. So this is the other way you can play this game. One of the... Whoops, wrong side. I always forget. Hello, skeletons. Alright, pay attention, he said to himself. Hi, Ian. We've got like 20 minutes left on my stream, so I decided we'd do it the other way. Oh baby, a triple! Okay, good skeleton RNG. Let's see if our luck holds for the next part. Everybody cross your fingers and toes. So far, so good. Yeah, good luck on the Titanite Demon. This guy's still such a pain up my ass. I don't actually know. If I don't kill him the first time, I'm not gonna bother a second time. I also hope that we don't get... Please don't. Okay, good. Yeah, no speedrun timer. We're just gonna do like a quick little dash to the end. And all the enemies repopulate, how long does that take? Do you perhaps come back 100 years after your death and nothing has changed? I like that headcanon. I can subscribe to that. See, you can stop crossing your fingers and toes as much as you want. Oh, please let this not go shitty. Fuck. Oh, that's not a good start. Let's get some distance. Top ourselves up. This is the hardest part of this run. He's getting too close. Shit. Oh fuck. That was really bad. Please don't do the long one. Don't get greedy. Is that a beach? I am so deep in concentration I could barely see what it was. Ooh, fuck, don't! No, okay, we gotta... Let's be safe. Don't jump. Don't fucking jump. So, I don't know how to do that fast yet, but I can do it now.
Is he normally in that hallway?
Oh yeah, he's always there.
Okay.
He's...
Just too big for it.
Yeah, like, the reason that fight is so hard is because you fight him in a very confined space. And he has big, splashy moves that are hard to read without the big visual cue.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah. And... Ooh, missed the Goomba Stomp, that's bad. Run away!
So that guy wasn't even a boss.
He's a mini-boss.
I see.
And for this run that I do, I need his materials. No, I need 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't fuck it up. That's not the real one, is it? Shit. Oh, yeah, fucked it up. Okay, it's fine. We can do it without pinwheel. We're just gonna continue. It's not worth coming all the way down here. The important part is that we got the Titanite. Ordinarily, I can do that fight, but today apparently not, and it's not worth going all the way down to the catacombs.
That doesn't help that I'm here distracting.
This is like a run that I'm still very much practicing. I think I'll probably have enough souls to do part of an upgrade or do the upgrade later. I just wanted to do something until the end of my stream. I'm playing Dark Souls. Yeah, I can totally beat Pinwheel. I've done it about a half dozen times before. But if I get flustered and I don't pay attention... Well, if you don't keep the rhythm and you don't pay attention to... I'm actually going to grab this because we might need it. If you don't pay attention to where the copies are and you don't do the fight fast enough, it spirals out of control really, really fast.
Hi, chat. I am reading your comments.
I'm also going to skip RTSR because it's too risky. And I haven't mastered that particular grab yet. Pinwheel, that boss that I fought, is the sort of like whipping boy boss. He's like the joke boss that everybody's like, oh my god, that guy's so hard. He's usually one of the easier bosses. But even Pinwheel, it's like if you don't beat him fast, you're like, which one is it?
Oh, so he splits and then...
Yeah, he makes copies of himself. And the longer the fight drags on, the more copies he makes, and they all actually attack you. Oh, I actually got the dodge that time. They're asking you about the crap shot.
Yes.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time, because I rolled up, I was and they're like, yeah, be there so we can film this thing. I'm like, sure, great. And I, fun fact about that, too, is I had intended, that day I was wearing the same shirt that I wore in the other two videos. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, you'll see. But
Beach Souls.
I changed my shirt before I came over, and I was a little mad when I did that.
Peach bonfire.
I was like, oh shit! I wish I had worn the same shirt that I had on. But yeah, it was mostly just have a seat in this chair. I had to wait till all the other shooting was done for the other things that were going on, but then it was like, have a seat in this chair, and we will just yank things off your head.
Oh shit! Too early. Too early. Oh, please go off the cliff. Okay, well, I'll take it.
It's funny because it's one of those ones where you never see me at all. So it could have been shot with anybody until the very end, in which, you know, until where I show up. But I did sit for that one.
And you kept the bag on your head by biting it?
Yeah, that's kind of, we needed a way to do it because when you're yanking the bags off, because we wanted the shot of the bag being yanked off, as opposed to just kind of laying it loosely on my head and then pulling it up, because it's like, what if it wants to be structured, like whoever did the editing for it, I don't know who, but if the editing works where you grab the bag and you pull it, we need to have that whole shot just in case. So I decided that I would put each of the bags in my mouth, and that way when we yank it off, the other one doesn't come off with it, because we weren't going to tie each bag individually. So
wait, did I get the halberd? Huh, look at that.
What happened there?
Sorry, that's just to piss off people running this route.
You grabbed the
I'm such a fucking troll. That item is a rare drop that is part of a speedrun route.
Okay.
That people will run this far into the game.
Right.
And if they get the drop, the run's on. If they don't get the drop, they start again.
Oh.
So I'm just being an asshole and throwing away a very rare drop. Stop me if you've seen this one before.
So he doesn't actually start in that hallway, he starts out here. But...
Oh no, this is another one of the same kind.
Shit.
There's 7 of these? No, 8 throughout the game, and they're purely optional. They don't really like block you from progressing.
Okay.
But I do need their resource materials.
I see.
So I don't think we're gonna grab the the box, but I think we can...
5,000 Dark Souls fans just had a heart attack.
Yeah, it's so true. They're just like, what are you doing? Okay, I really hope that I have enough for this. 2, 3...
She looks like she's made out of wood.
Kinda. 7...
Well,
Ah, shit, no, not quite enough. But... 2,800.
Don't get yourself killed.
Did I really
Neither
not
of us want to see you go hollow.
fucking this up? Ah! Inventory, please. Okay, we don't have any more stuff. We'll just have to do this with a +1. Oh shit. Definitely have to light this one, and I went completely the wrong direction. So now comes the really ham part. The extraordinarily ham. The honey glazed baked ham. So hey, here we are again. Please move. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't do this to me. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Excuse me. Coming through.
They don't climb after you?
Oh, they do. I did that once. I was like, ha, climb up here. And he started climbing. And I was like, I shan't underestimate your vigor a second time, sir.
Will they follow you through the portal?
No. The fog gate luckily blocks them. Oh, come on. This is so fucking embarrassing. Oh my god. Please dodge.
Oh, you are stacked.
Ugh. That's better.
Shit.
Bruh, jumping right into the... Oh no, the fire! Shit! I almost had a one-time.
Oh well.
I hate this UI so fucking much.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
Like the way that you move your cursor off of it and it closes it.
Yep.
Wait, I know. There we go. That was a really, really embarrassing fight. I was super late on all my rolls.
That's just because someone's watching.
Yeah, it's like this fight usually goes pretty well, and like I fucked up a whole bunch of stuff there, but we still got to the gargoyles in 20 minutes.
Just 20 minutes? Wow.
Yeah, that we got to the point that I was at in my earlier. Please move. Please move. We're dead. Okay.
Wow.
That guy's such a fucking pain in the ass, because sometimes he'll lunge right and you just roll right around with it. Other times he's like, I'm a roadblock. Oh, why the fuck am I not wearing my grass crest shield? I picked it up. I went to all the trouble of picking up this back warmer. I never block. Well, I've occasionally blocked with this shield. It's mostly...
Make you run faster because it's lighter?
No, it gives you enhanced stamina regeneration speed.
Ooh. Yeah, I saw the thing just go flying the moment you let go.
Yoink! I think I might be spoiled on Grass Crest Shield. See, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what you're meant to be able to do. And then this part is where it all goes to hell. Fuck. Fuck.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
If
if you...
stun lock you.
The thing is, like, yeah, it's like you do this flawlessly or you die. Or you almost die. because it looks really easy in speedrunners that are like doing it properly. It is actually quite difficult. All right, let's try to not fuck this fight up. Oh my god. Oh wow. I bottomed myself out of stamina and I was just like standing there. It's like roll, 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 roll. Too tired. Too tired.
Shrug.
There is a gesture called shrug. I don't have it. It's all punted now. The other thing is, like, punting it on pinwheel has fucked me over, too, because ordinarily that first gargoyle is a 3-shot. It's now 4.
Oh. If you had actually managed to fight Pinwheel successfully.
Pinwheel, I would have enough souls to upgrade the sword to +2. But because I punted that, like, everything else is all fucked. I thought, please move. Thank you. Hello, fellas. So that went a little better. This guy just stands there. What is Ian playing next? He's got, like, he's on in 5 minutes. I'm hoping that I can at least beat the gargoyles.
Hey, Ian, can I tell him? Yeah. Got a Wolf Chaos.
Oh, more?
Yeah, they got it working again.
Hey! Okay, don't fuck this up, please. That's better. Fucking... No, he's trying to attack through his attacks. This is stupid. I'm stupid. I'm doing stupid things. Shit. Fire, though. This is all gone to hell now. Fuck. Yeah, see, that's why you don't Estus in the middle of a fight. It's like, even if you get tons of distance, we're dead. Yeah, no, we're dead. There's too much fire. So you maintain perfect control in the situation, or you die.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, like, and it's especially bad on a speed run because like, my character has not leveled up very much at all, and I'm also not wearing armor. So whereas if I was wearing armor, if I had increased my vitality or any of that stuff that you wouldn't have the time to do if you're attempting to speedrun, then you might survive longer in the fight. But, like, it is very... Please move. It's much more reliant on you just, like, never getting hit. Fuck. I'm not fucking that up, please.
Yeah, in your defense, you did jump back instead of staying stuck in the stairs.
Well, that's the thing, is, like, this game's never the same in any sort of, encounter. That's why there's no trivial encounters, is because, like, an enemy could do one of, like, 6 things sometimes, and you can't anticipate them all. You can just sort of, like, they ask questions, you give answers. Yep.
Shit.
Please. Okay. That's better. See, that's how the fight's supposed to go.
That fast.
Yes.
Jesus.
Well, in this route, that's how fast. It's actually supposed to go even faster than that. Where if the sword is +2, I can 3-shot the first guy. I think the second guy's still a 2-shot.
Oh, now you get your souls. Okay.
Yeah, so
I was
that's
like,
from the boss fight.
Why didn't you get your souls yet? Oh, because things have to happen.
No, I know I'm in RTSR range. I didn't bother picking it up this time, just because I didn't want to waste time if I died. RTSR is part of the run, sort of, because I'm practicing doing it. First bell, 25 minutes. That's not a very good time, but there we go. So now we go home, and now we lose a bit of time as we go downstairs and upgrade the sword once, and then spend the rest of our soul probably on endurance. Actually, maybe on...
Well, I need...
Oops, reinforced weapon, Brave Lord +2.
Oi, where are you off to?
Don't even worry about it.
I found a new game that I like.
Oh yeah?
It's a prequel to a game on the iPhone. They're both on the iPhone. Prequel to a game called A Dark Room.
Oh yeah?
And they're when you play A Dark Room, it starts off as it starts telling you a story, and it just starts in black. Your screen just goes black, and then white text starts to appear in it.
Ooh.
First thing it says is gather wood. So it just gives you some sense of the environment you're in. So there's just a button that says gather firewood, so you do that.
Nice.
And then after you do a couple of that,
I
it gives you an opportunity to click another button that'll say light a fire. So you do that.
Uh-huh.
And then it really just becomes a game of pressing buttons that just say do this thing, do that thing.
So it's cookie clicker.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't, because it's like for a little while it's like tend flame, right? And then after you do that a few times, something else will happen in the game.
It just like opens up more options?
Yeah, and it just gives you, so the longer you play the game, and it gives you more options to hit other buttons to do other things, and then people start to show up, and you start like, you can start establishing like a community where you live, but it's all driven through what is essentially just clicking a button on the screen. And then it starts to get dark.
Oh yeah?
And
You
it's really interesting.
no choice.
Oops.
This is our
And then the
fate.
game will change again. And so the instance next the guy who makes it, he's like, I recommend you don't play the ensign until you've played A Dark Room, because once you beat A Dark Room, then you can play the prequel and find out everything that's happened. Like, you get a better sense for why things happened in the game the way that they did.
That's super exciting.
And he introduces a brand new story to go along with it as well. So I'm really enjoying the ensign. It's a lot of fun, and I beat it kind of once, and now I'm just going through playing it to find out more things that are going on, because there's a ton of lore he put into the game that doesn't show up the first time you play it.
That's super cool.
Somebody yelled bonfire at you. And
I do not take that bonfire deliberately, because it actually loses me time. If like the way this road is planned out, I head down here and I kill Quelaag the first time, and then I bone back to the bonfire that I was at in the parish, and then I progress through Sen's Fortress.
I see.
Yeah.
Reminding you that it is 6 p.m., so you're gonna have to wrap this up.
I totally am.
Yeah.
You know how I'm gonna wrap it up? I'm probably gonna just like punt it off of this Blighttown drop. Watch this. Oh, I actually made it!
Shit! Good stuff. Alex just fell 3 stories and didn't die. So that's something.
You love
Wait. Whoop. Wait, what?
Where they ride the things, yeah.
Really?
You know at the very end where they ride
Oh, right.
There's the clock tower?
I think there's a place like that in this game.
Poisoned.
So if I may impose on you, can I at least die to Quelaag?
Sure. You may die to Quelaag.
This is a boss fight I'm still learning. 07, Mr. President. I didn't realize what that Nope. You just fight. You just deal with it. You fight Quelaag while poisoned. Da 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 da
Okay.
Alright. Let's fuck it up.
That's the spirit.
Hello. Don't fuck it up, Ian. Don't fuck it up, beach. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Free leg, please.
This is a lady.
It is a lady spider. She's a lady. Lady. Come on.
She's very good.
Oh shit!
Oh,
no! No! Not like this! Not like this!
Oh no!
Get out my grill, son! Get out my grill! Shit, we're dead. Nope, maybe not.
Oh my god! Oh, suck it down! Get there, get there, get there.
Fuck. Committing to these slow ass attacks is very stressful. Okay.
Fat luck.
Fuck me.
With a donut.
Yeah, definitely fuck a donut.
Bear claw.
I did not have a lot of confidence that that was gonna work, but here we are. So you pull this, and then you skip this scene, and then you activate this, and then I will show you where you are and why we didn't take the bonfire because we're right here.
Right where you need to be.
Thank you and good night. So that's part of the speed run that I am developing. And now Mr. Horner is going to regale you with his presidency. So I'm gonna go for these commercials, and glad you guys could join me. But I'll see you later.